Gomez and Lisa here with Joe Convertino Jr. and CH Insurance and another Survive and Thrive. Good to be back on with these segments, Joe. We think they're fabulous. And today, very special guest here on Veterans Day. Why don't you introduce him?
Yes, good morning. We have the Executive Director, Eric Behm of Clear Path for Veterans. Eric's previous role was Chief Operating Officer for 5 years and was promoted March 16th to Executive Director. So Lisa and Gomez, let's welcome Alex.
Alex,
Welcome,
how are you, Alex?
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Happy to be here. Joe, thank you.
You're welcome. Alex, March 16th, we go back. I remember that was the morning of closure with a lot of businesses, nonprofits in New York State. I guess welcome to your new role. Why don't you take us through what you've been doing and, you know, how you've helped in your mission at ClearPath?
Absolutely. And thank you, Joe. I did take the executive director position on Friday, March 13th. So I had that weird feeling Friday the 13th, maybe something was going to happen the following week, and it sure did. So my first act per se was to send all the staff home to put them in a work from home status. Immediately after that, we started the Clear Path for Veterans COVID-19 task force. And that task force was set up to address food insecurity, provide social engagement opportunities, career services support, and mental health triage to the veterans in the 23 counties we serve.
Wow.
Well, Alex, I know that's tough because of all of the veterans you serve at Clear Path. That facility is a great gathering place. And I know you have the luncheons there and other events that go on. That must have been very difficult for all of the people who have come to look forward to those get-togethers.
Oh, absolutely, Gomez. We have every Wednesday our Canteen Launch, complimentary lunch for veterans and their families. We would normally have over 200 visitors that day to our building. And many of these veterans come from the 23 counties throughout central New York. And some of the veterans, especially the older veterans, World War II era, come just for the camaraderie, just to have a meal with their fellow veterans, to connect. And for some of them, that was the only thing they were doing each week, coming out to Clear Path. So to lose that, we were facing many folks who were having trouble with isolation. So our Buddy Check program aimed to connect with every single veteran that came to Canteen every Wednesday, to make a phone call and an in-person visit, just to make sure, you know, we were checking in and making sure everybody was okay.
I'll tell you what, we'll get to a break here, but we're going to continue our conversation. It's CH Insurance and Survive and Thrive with Joe Convertino Jr. and Alex Behm, Executive Director of Clear Path for Veterans. And you'll be able to watch this entire interview on our Facebook page later on today at TK Classic Rock. Yes, very good. No, it's
Nice.
yeah, it's just fascinating, Alex, all of the things that you guys provide at the Clear Path for Veterans. And I know maybe a year or two ago, you guys helped us put together a bus of veterans to join us at Lights on the Lake for Veterans Night, which is coming up, I think, a week from tonight for veterans. They can go enjoy Lights on the Lake for free.
Wow.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's been we've been trying to stay creative. It's hard not to have people in the building, but we do have all 23 staff members back working on site, and we really never stopped. I think it goes to say a lot about our staff. Half of us are veterans, so you know when it kind of hit the fan per se, we reacted quick and, you know, really faced outward and made it a point to get into the community to help those in need. And food security has been the biggest dilemma that families have been facing. So we've been able to meet that need with the food bank.
I know we chatted a little bit, Alex. How many members or, you know, military families or individuals do you help? Is it a Central New York? Is it Northeast based? Tell us a little bit about the organization.
So we go all the way up to the Canadian border, basically, service all the counties through Central New York, and then we go into the southern tier. So we have two remote folks that work out of the Behm County office building in the southern tier. So it is 23 total counties from the northern tier through central down to south. We also have an expansion facility that started in New England, so Fort Devens, Massachusetts. We have Clear Path New England as well. So we are, you know, bringing the model to other communities that do need it.
What would
Alex,
be the total individuals? I'm 50,000?
So last year we served just short of 30,000 veterans and their families.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Big numbers. Lisa has a question for you too, Alex.
Alex, I know you are an animal lover, and when we met at ClearPath, you had puppies in the building. What was happening with those puppies at that time? I mean, I know the answer, but I want you to tell everyone.
Yeah, so the puppies were going through our beginning stages of our canine training program, which is a program we started here in 2011. It was our flagship program. So it serves veterans with post-traumatic stress or those who are facing or have experienced military sexual trauma. A veteran comes in, gets paired and matched with one of those puppies you met. So those are purpose-bred puppies that spend some time with community foster volunteers. They help get the puppies ready to be matched with a veteran. Veteran then gets matched, and it's about a year-long commitment where they go through our intensive service dog training program. And upon completion, they will have a certified service dog, and then we provide follow-on services and stay in touch with the veteran as they, reintegrate back into their community.
Cool.
Hey, aside from the luncheons, Alex, and the program you're just talking about, what are some of the other things, other services that Clear Path for Veterans provides for all of the people who are a part of it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a peer mentor program. Again, that does cover our 23 counties. So we provide everything from career counseling to financial counseling. We do work with homeless veterans in the community. So we're helping with the rehousing and then the follow-on services. Our Warriors Working program is solely focused on getting veterans back to work or reintegrated into the workforce. So everything from resume writing, interviewing techniques, workshops with local veteran-owned businesses. And then we also have a wellness program. So we practice integrative medicine, which is an opportunity for veterans and their families to come and learn what alternative medicine is. So Reiki, polarity, acupuncture. We have community volunteer practitioners that come in, give some educational courses about it. And then if a veteran would like to try that certain modality, we have a safe and clean place for that to happen on site.
Eric, outside of getting funds for donations, how can Central New York, we got a lot of people that own businesses, business community, individuals. How can we all help Clear Path for Veterans outside of donations? Is there other programs during the year that you're looking for help or guidance or volunteers?
Oh, absolutely. Our biggest, the backbone of ClearPath is our volunteer corps. We have over 460 volunteers on our books. Many of them are active. Unfortunately, with COVID right now, we're not holding any in-person volunteer activities, but groups often come out. So when we're able to do that again, we really love the community support. We wouldn't be here without the community. The community supports us in many different ways. So the volunteer aspect, is right near and dear to our heart and our mission. Also, spread the word, help us get our word out. We normally have a Thanksgiving meal for veterans in need every year. We're not able to do that with the COVID restrictions, so we are providing a full Thanksgiving meal via a box that will be delivered to a veteran and their family in need. So if anybody knows of somebody who would benefit from that this year, all they need to do is call our facility by the end of tomorrow, and they'll get on the list. We're already over 380 boxes we're going to be delivering to families. So we're really excited to take our services virtual, but also still, we want everybody to know that we are here, we're still operating our programs, and we're standing by to help those in need.
And you're in Chittenango. I mean, I don't know if Gomez, a lot of people know, they're right around the corner here in Central New York. I'm sure, Lisa, if you've been out there to see it's beautiful out there.
Yeah, we both have. It's beautiful, and it's a great location, and it was an impressive facility, I have to say, Alex. It was very nice. It's very nice. The view is spectacular.
It's like an Adirondacks back there.
It is.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
It is.
It's really nice.
It is beautiful. We sit on 78 acres, and that's something we really take pride in. We wanted to have an area and a facility that's welcoming. Veterans feel like this is a safe place they can come And yes, the view is amazing. We can see the full length of Oneida Lake. We can see down to the Turning Stone Casino Towers up to Oswego. So on a nice day, you get a wonderful view.
Right.
Hey, Alex, just out of curiosity, you mentioned World War II veterans that you still have who come to ClearPath. What's the oldest veteran that you have that you're aware of that is able to use the facilities?
I'm happy you asked that, Gomez. We actually just celebrated a veteran by the name of Bob Reed. He was in the Royal Navy. He turned 101 on Tuesday.
Wow.
And Bob looks like he's in his mid 80s. So very happy to know Bob. And we have another veteran today that we're going to see in a local residential facility who is turning 100. And he's also going to be awarded some awards that he was owed by the United States military. So they're going to be doing a nice service at that facility today for that veteran on his birthday.
Oh, that's super. Alex, a little bit about yourself. You got a great resume, local, Marine Corps. Why don't you tell us a little bit, and the viewers, where you've been and how you came up to where you are today. It's a great story.
Yeah, so I am a Central New York native. Grew up in the Marcellus area and spent some time in the Marine Corps. I went in after 9/11. So I was an infantryman by trade. Spent some time with a fleet anti-terrorism security unit. So small group of us who would travel around to different locations throughout the world. And then I went to more of the traditional infantry, and I worked out of Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. I deployed to Ramadi, Iraq with the 2nd Battalion, 9th Marine Regiment. And after that, I came back home, went to Lemoyne College, had a wonderful experience there, and then started working with veterans right away. I was fortunate enough to have a support system when I came home. And I honestly thought that everybody did. And the more I was home and I learned and started sharing my experiences with fellow veterans, I realized that wasn't the case. We should never have homelessness in our society, let alone veteran homelessness. So some of these things really opened my eyes up and led me down the path to want to help fellow veterans and advocate. ClearPath really works with our local, state and national officials to advocate for veteran benefits, to advocate for helping veterans get what they, have rightly deserved.
Well, thank you for your service there, Alex, here on Veterans Day, which obviously would be a much bigger day in, using air quotes, normal years, with what's going on here. So I'm sure today there were going to be really big plans on this Wednesday for the canteen and the luncheon, but we'll just make it bigger next time around.
Oh, absolutely. We're looking forward to celebrating our 10-year anniversary of ClearPath next year. So we're going to take into account not having some of our big fundraisers this year and have a really big party next year. So we're looking forward to it.
Well, that'll be great. Great.
Well, great people, great spot, ClearPath for Veterans. Alex, hey, congrats on your appointment there, and well-deserved. And along the lines of, veterans, and you said that things that you advocate for, I've always thought that if anyone's going to serve in any capacity, they should, when they get out, have a lifetime of medical care.
Yeah.
And to say the very least of what should be owed to veterans. I know starting today, I think veterans get lifetime admittance to national parks, I think, starting today.
Yes.
To me, that's one of those things that I'm surprised it wasn't happening already, that it's taken this long.
Oh, absolutely. I think we do a good job, but we need to do better. And there's always things we need to find and advocate for, not only through legislation, but that's what we strive for in our model. It's a community model. We want the community to understand the importance of what these men and women did for the country and the importance of serving them after they have served, because they can be some of the most valuable people in our society, and we need to help with that reintegration process, and that's what we really strive to do. But I really appreciate it, Gomez, Lisa, and Joe, for your time today and supporting ClearPath and veterans.
Well, I thought just thank you for your service and all your members. Happy Veterans Day, and we all appreciate everything you guys do.
Thank you very much. I hope you guys have a great day.
All right.
Thanks, Alex.
Alex, again, thanks from Clear Path for Veterans. Joe Convertino Jr. from CH Insurance. Survive and thrive. And back again in the coming weeks. See you guys soon. Thanks again.
Thanks,
Thank
Gomez,
you.
Lisa.
So long
Thank
for
you.
now.